everybody, and welcome back to our Renegade playthrough of Mass Effect 3. Right, will she beat me?
Commander?
Commander? No. Right, let's start our next quest. Right, clusters have already conquered by the Rips can be accessed. Okay. Right, the Citadel. Rescue Primarch. Recover Prothean artifact. Yes to that. Right. Eden Prime.
I found something.
Ooh. Start the scanner. Ooh, Prothean data files. Lovely. 50%. Is the last thing actually the artifact we got to recover? I think it is that, but before I do that, let us go to the next place, get what we can from Asgard, come back, get the Prothean artifact.
Signal confirmed.
Oh, hell yeah. Straight away. Reapers destroyed Boar's extensive helium-free infrastructure, although wreckage indicates that the Sixth Fleet did not give up the planet without a fight. Ooh. They actually destroyed a Reaper, well done. Nearly 100 corporations, human alien constructed, teleoperated mining, refining, manufacturing facilities across the planet. The Reapers immediately targeted these, seeking to cut off the Alliance's supply of hydrogen and fuel cells. I'm not going to read everything on the planet, but I'll read like the bottom part, which usually gives you like a bit of detail on the planet. Ooh, there we go. Not every planet's gonna have anything on it, like Terra Nova, probably not gonna have anything. Oh, we have got some. Here we go. The Reapers landed on Terra Nova after a brief battle with the Alliance's Sixth Fleet. Aware that it would lose, the fleet retreated in hopes of meeting allies and retaking the planet. Intelligence indicates that the Reaper force here is light, and debate rages over whether to try to liberate the planet or if such an effort would prove futile if the Reapers sent in reinforcements. So, there is some stuff on some of the planets, not on all. Beneath Loki's ice cap runs a naturally formed network of subterranean tunnels. These may have proven useful to Alliance forces in retreat, nevertheless any organics hidden here remain in peril, as Loki's atmosphere is inhospitable and Reaper's scanning technology is efficient. So even if they are able to escape, they're going to die eventually. Did I find another one then? No. Oh, there's another one there. Have a look. Launch cruiser. Got quite a few bits here, 60%. Oh, there's one on that planet. Yeah. Oh, there's one right there. I'm not going to get it. Okay, it's fine. I'll come back. I'll come back to it. Let's go and recover the Prothean artifact. Sorry, guys. I think it is this. 21-8 Feeding Prime was attacked by a Geth force led by the rogue Spectre Sarah and Alterius. Commander Shepard responded to the attack to counter the Prothean beacon that warned of imminent Reaper invasion. It is thanks to this beacon and the commander's quick action that the galaxy has any chance of survival today. Although the Reapers rushed past much of the Exodus cluster in their plan to take Earth, it is clear the war has come to Eden Prime. Distress signals have jammed all available frequencies, fires burning vast swaths across the arable land, and its once extensive monorail system is twisted metal. Cerberus has much to lose if word of their ruthless attack on the human colony gets out. What they stand to gain must be equally valuable. Let's do it. Let's go and save them. That one. Let's give her that one. Let's give her that one. There we go. I'm going with that. I don't want a sniper now. Shuriken, shotgun, pistol. Yeah, shotgun gun, pistol. Shotgun. Okay. Right, powers. Inferno grenade, sentry turret, yes. Level that up a little bit. Right, you, warp ammo.
Eden Prime. This is where it all began. Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
And where you went up against Saren in the Geth for the first time, no?
Yes. And now, with Cerberus here, Eden Prime's colonists are under attack again.
Seems like more than just 3 years ago.
How bad?
A lot of dead civilians. Lost one of my men, Jenkins, to a Geth drone.
Reports said Saren had bombs set up to wipe out the whole colony.
He was trying to cover up any evidence of the beacon. We stopped.
And saved the colony, too.
Cerberus hit Eden Prime hard. Whatever they found here was worth a major offensive. There are survivors elsewhere on the colony, but they killed everyone near the dig site.
We'll avenge the people of Eden Prime, but our first priority has to be whatever Cerberus has found.
Understood.
Do you have any idea what Cerberus found?
The Alliance didn't get any specifics about what Cerberus has uncovered. But whatever it is, it's better off with us than with Cerberus.
I'm bringing you in as close to the dig site as I can. No way we'll avoid detection, but you should have a few minutes.
Appreciate it.
All part of the service, Commander.
All right, everyone. Get ready to move.
With luck, we can get to the dig site before Cerberus knows we're here. No sign of survivors. Come on, we need to find the dig site.
This was a beautiful colony once.
They came back after the Geth attack. They'll come back from this.
No menu, journal. Edward? James, oh that's it. Carnage.
They'll never forget. All we can hope is that they grow stronger for it.
Look at that. Bits of Prothean tech sticking out of the ground like an old bone.
Hey, Liara, you ever find dinosaurs while you're digging around?
No, dinosaurs and other fossils would be paleontology. I'm an archaeologist. I study artifacts left by sapient species. The two fields are completely different, and... you were joking.
Hey, I just like dinosaurs.
That's better. They don't need the helmets on. Let's have a look around. Oh, we've leveled up. Lovely. Terminal processing update. We've taken more able-bodied men and women from pacified neighbourhoods. The colonists generally have accepted the story that they have gone to perform tedious but safe manual labour in a Cerberus research camp on the other side of the planet. And when we increased food rations as payment for the work, most of the complaints died out. Telling the story as long as possible, we don't have the manpower to fight the entire colony. If these families knew they were never going to see their sons and daughters again, there's no way they'd
Shepard,
cooperate.
the Cerberus data could help the colonists still alive on other parts of Eden Prime.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance. Maybe it will help them fight back against Cerberus.
How have the Reapers not come here already and just wiped both sides out, though? They're probably seeing it as humans are fighting each other, let them get on with it.
Leads down into the dig site. Goddess, that doesn't seem possible. It's not a Prothean artifact, it's... a Prothean.
You mean a collector? Those things the Reapers turned the Protheans into?
No, an original unmodified Prothean who's still alive.
You're right. That doesn't sound possible.
You saw Prothean stasis chambers in the archives on Ilos. The only reason those failed was a lack of power. Cerberus found this in an underground bunker. It still has power. He's been in stasis for the past 50,000 years, waiting for us. Think of what we could learn.
What can you tell me about the Protheans? The people, not the technology.
Given your experience with the Prothean cipher, you probably know as much about them as I do. The Prothean Empire spanned the known galaxy. They uplifted countless other species to help them join the galactic community.
Uplifted, huh? Like when the Solarians helped the Krogan to evolve a little... faster.
Yes. Judging by the dig sites like the Prothean Archive on Mars or here on Eden Prime, the Protheans wanted other species to learn. It's clear that they prized knowledge, growth, and cooperation with the rest of the galaxy.
No, they didn't. They basically wanted people to serve them. They were like an empire.
They had an empire that spanned the entire galaxy. It's unlikely they did that just by playing nice.
Yep.
Of course. They must have had an impressive military as well. Whatever the Protheans were, finding one alive represents an incredible opportunity.
Whatever he is, he's better with us than with Cerberus. Open the pod.
Of course. Cerberus damaged the life pod when they excavated it. The life signs are unstable.
Then let's get him out of there.
No, breaking open the pod would kill him. We have to find the command signal that ends the stasis mode. We also need to figure out how to physically open the pod without doing more damage. Cerberus took over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet.
Heads up!
Here we go. Have one of them. And have a turret.
Right away.
So I don't have to tell them what to do, they just do it anyway. You jerks.
All right. Let's get moving before more of them come back.
It's not over. Let's have a look around. Get whatever lore we can. Troop deployment update. Local resistance is heavy in the south and west sections of the colony. We've pulled most of our troops from the north neighbourhoods to assist. All remaining troops in the north neighbourhood continue standard patrol activities to maintain the illusion of a large presence in that area. If the locals knew we were understaffed, they could do some serious
More
damage.
intel to help the colonists. The more we find, the better chance they'll have.
Yeah, whatever helps them defeat Cerberus. I can't get in there. The worst ones are the engineers. Just because of them setting up the turrets.
There. That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to find the stasis deactivation signal.
Alright then. I'm not going there yet because I want to look everywhere else before we go there. Sad.
They were gunned down while having drinks and watching the game.
Son of a bitch, this was somebody's home.
That's what Cerberus do. They're scum. Cerberus are absolute scum. Don't matter how good they were in the second game to help us, they were always scum. Not a lot you can do about it, really. Hello. Okay, I've got to get back this way anyway, so let's go and grab that quickly.
I never thought our empire would fall. It won't. We will sleep here until the Reapers return to dark space. Then we will rise, 1,000,000 strong. For the Empire. For the Empire. Get to your stasis pod. Victory. Broadcast the stasis readiness signal to all life pods.
And the refugees who have yet to reach the bunker.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire.
I've got the signal.
You understood that?
You didn't?
No. All I saw was static. Cerberus was trying to make sense of it without success. The Prothean cipher you received on Pharaohs, it lets you see the images as a Prothean would, and understand their language.
Whatever it does, I saw the video. And the signal they used.
Perfect. Then we just need to figure out how to physically open the pod.
So we know the pod data is going to be where we were going earlier. Let's go this way again. Oh, I can't get in there. Okay, I was going to jump up there.
There. That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to figure out how to physically open the pod.
And we shall do that in a bit. First, I want to make sure I've got everything to help the rebels. Resistance information update. We've gotten word from our sources within Eden Prom's resistance movement that we can expect an attack on our Shakudi centre between 10 and 11 tomorrow night. They're pulling in forces from across the colony that gives us a perfect chance to destroy their leadership. Once the attack is contained, allow Dr. William Cambiata to escape firing near-miss shots to keep it realistic. He's given us good information. We look, the locals will see him as a daring hero and the only man to escape the Cerberus trap. They might even put him in charge.
Perfect. This intel will give Eden Prime's resistance movement a real chance to push Cerberus out of their colony.
So they're going to pretend to have a hero, and the hero's going to be put in charge of the resistance, but he's going to be double agent. So we've figured that out. Now we can tell them, and the resistance can either kill him, arrest him, whatever. Too much they might as well just kill him. Cerberus are not to be trusted.
How many have we lost?
Reaper forces have destroyed approximately 300,000 life pods.
Third of our people.
Alert! North side bulkhead cannot be sealed. Hostiles detected.
Then all forces to the north.
You understand understood that one too?
Yes.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod.
Yara's favourite part.
Backup forces are here.
Go quick, Rob, go quick, please. Oh, shoot, that's loud. Oh, damn.
They've retracted the bridge. We have to find another way across.
Of course they did. Because they're jerks. Right, we gotta get ready to defend it. I'll go get in there.
I'm transmitting the signal.
Perfect. It'll take a few moments for the life pod to process it.
Lots of bogies inbound, Commander. We'll have to hold this position. Here they come!
Sent my turret in there. Got him. God, he was fighting hard, wasn't he? He really wasn't gonna die easy.
Looks like we've got a second to catch our breath.
Wish my corner man was here. I could use an ice pack.
Has the life pod ended stasis mode?
We're almost there.
Come on, hurry up.
If anybody's low, there's a Cerberus supply cache in the building next door.
I can lay down a singularity to block enemy access. Heavy mech, don't let it get close!
Hello. Is that it? I think I've done it, haven't I? Who is alive? Somebody's alive. Where are they?
There. You can open the life pod now. There, you've got it. Goddess. It may take him some time to fully regain consciousness. Be careful, he's confused. Remember, it's been 50,000 years for us, but for him, it's only been...
A few minutes!
No. The bunker is falling. There is no other option.
There are pods online! Those soldiers are still alive!
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire. Preparing neutron bombardment. Get to your life pod now. Neutron bombardment underway. The bunker is secure. Commander traffic.
What is left of it? A few hundred people. How am I to rebuild an empire from that?
Further adjustments may be necessary. The neutron purge compromised the facility.
Clarify.
Sensors are damaged. Automated reactivation is not an option. You will remain in stasis until a new culture discovers this bunker. This may lead to a power shortage.
Do not shut off more pods! I need the few that are left!
Power needs will be triaged appropriately. You will be the voice of our people.
I will be more than that. How many others?
Just you. You can understand me?
Yes. Now that I have read your physiology, your nervous system, enough to understand your language.
So you were reading me, while I was seeing...
Our last moments. Our failure.
I saw what happened to your people. I know you must be grieving. But they died 50,000 years ago. My people are dying right now.
Shepard, whatever you did got Cerberus interested.
Asari. Human. I'm surrounded by primitives.
It's not safe here. Will you join us?
You fight the Reapers?
Yes.
Then we will see.
Javik. Such an interesting character, though.
A living Prothean.
That's correct, but he's not quite what we expected.
Commander, our scientists barely understand what they need to do here. If the Prothean can help us construct this device, we need his cooperation.
Understood, Admiral.
We're losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
He has, Admiral.
Can he help us?
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste. Hack it out.
Shepard, I need you down in the port cargo hold. It's about our new guest.
I'm on my way. What's the problem?
I've tried to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Apologies, Doctor. Contact protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. We had to dust off the regulations.
But he's not new. I've spent my life studying Protheans.
We've never met one before. Nothing wrong with playing it safe. Should we be worried?
That depends on you. I can sense fear in you. Anxiety and distress. The Reapers are winning.
What do you mean, you sense?
All life provides clues for those who can read them. It is in your cells, your DNA. Experience is a biological marker.
Then what exactly did I experience back on Eden Prime? That was a hell of a flashback.
The battle left its own mark on me. I communicated this to you. It can work both ways.
Like your beacons.
Yes. Which... You found one. You saw it all. Our destruction, our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
It's commanding. And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
We pieced together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Now we have your plans for the device. We're going to build it.
Device?
The weapon your people were working on. I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
We never finished it. It was too late.
Then I take it you don't know anything about the catalyst?
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art, killing.
What was your mission?
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost. Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will my purpose be fulfilled. I have no other reason to exist. Those who share my purpose become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
Then I'd say you found an ally. The goal of this ship is to wipe the Reapers from existence.
But how far are you willing to go to achieve that goal? Lies are easy to detect, but you seem to be telling the truth, Commander. For now.
We found this at the dig site. I assume it belongs to you.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the device?
No. It contains only pain. But I will help you fight. And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Here it comes.
I've written over a dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
I'm sorry?
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
We've never seen a species with this sensory ability you have.
It was common among my people, imparting experience through touch, the chemistry of life. Complicated ideas could be absorbed in seconds.
That sounds very useful.
We evolved as hunters. Reading 1,000 details in our environment ensured our survival.
Okay.
So could you read something about this room?
There was liquid, a form of incubation. The DNA of a Krogan who lived here. He was powerful, prone to violence.
I'm impressed. His name was Grunt.
And if he were my enemy, I would have given him a wide berth. There is great strength in his genes.
I'm beginning to understand the beacons a bit more.
Later, we developed technology to harness our ability. Information could be stored in certain objects through touch. Memory has its own biomarker, its own chemistry, as do knowledge and skills. The beacons could remember these things.
Things like Reaper invasions.
Yes, I can still sense the turmoil in you. Witnessing the extinction of our empire. The fabric of your being was forever marked that day.
Liara here would never forgive me if I didn't ask you. What was Prothean civilization like?
Yes, I've always wondered. What sort of government did you have, and can you tell me about your religious beliefs, or perhaps the...
We are dead now. What does it matter?
I'm sorry. Studying your history has been a lifelong passion of mine.
When I was born, our empire was already at war with the Reapers. The first thing I remember was seeing my planet on fire.
What was your civilization like before the Reaper attack?
We were the dominant race of our cycle. We ruled the galaxy.
My studies indicated you were the only race engaged in space travel at the time. I always found that curious.
We were one empire composed of many subjects. All eventually called themselves Prothean.
What if they didn't want to?
They weren't given a choice.
Are you saying you enslaved the other species?
Any could oppose us if they wished. And if they had won, they would have ruled. Many tried. None succeeded.
I had no idea Protheans were so... severe.
It was by necessity. Very early we encountered the dangers posed by machine intelligence. They rebelled against us.
We've had the same problem. They're called Geth.
We could not allow the machines to surpass us. It was decided the only way to win was to unite all organic life within our empire.
Did it work?
For a time. The Metacon War. We were turning the tide. Until the Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed us long ago, in ways we could never imagine.
Back on Eden Prime, it looked like there were other stasis pods. What happened?
The Empire had fallen, and we knew our cycle was lost. We were the final vanguard, the best soldiers left alive.
So more of you were supposed to survive into this cycle?
Yes. Under my leadership, a new Prothean empire would have arisen. We would have commanded the races of your time to prepare for the next Reaper invasion. But traitors within our ranks, indoctrinated agents, betrayed us, and the Reapers discovered our plan.
Just out of curiosity, how would you have commanded us?
By leaving you no other option. You would have joined our army, or faced the Reapers alone.
We've uncovered quite a few Prothean ruins. Were you observing our ancestors?
Before the war, we cultivated species who showed potential. Eventually, you would have been offered a choice to join the Empire. But when the Reapers attacked, we ceased all study. We hoped they would see you as too primitive to harvest.
Well, thank you. I think. Is there anything more you can tell us about this device your people were trying to build?
We heard only stories. They said our scientists were constructing a great machine that had the power to defeat the Reapers.
You never saw it?
By that point, the Empire was smashed into pieces. None of us knew what the others were doing.
Well, if we don't finish it soon, the same will be true of us.
What can you tell us about your own war with the Reapers?
Many of the details were lost. The conflict lasted for centuries. Those that faced the Reapers in the beginning were long dead when I was born. There were memory shards, however, passed down from soldier to soldier. They gave us fragments of what happened.
Several years ago, we found a Prothean VI that called itself Vigil on the planet Ilos. He was the caretaker of a research project.
During my life, Ilos was only a rumor. It was said we had cities there, built on the ruins of a civilization before us, the Inusanum. If our scientists did have a research facility, whatever they were doing was secret.
Yes, Vigil said they wiped all traces of themselves from the records so the Reapers couldn't find them.
The scientists eventually went into cryogenic stasis.
More of my people survived?
No, but they did stop the Reapers from taking control of the Citadel in this cycle. It delayed their invasion.
I never saw the Citadel. It was captured long before I was born.
Why do you think your own cycle lost the war?
What had been our strength, our empire, became a liability. All races conformed to one doctrine, one strategy. The Reapers exploited this. Once they found our weaknesses, we could not adapt. The subservient races became divided and confused. Then, it was only a matter of time.
I'm happy to say our cycle is different. Most races cooperate, but they still remain unique.
Then it may be your only hope.
How did your people wage war against the Reapers?
Attrition. We fought them system by system, planet by planet, city by city. Entire worlds were sacrificed just to slow the Reapers down. Time they spent harvesting a population was time we could regroup.
That must have cost you in the long run.
Yes. Our own people would be indoctrinated, converted, then turned against us. But there was no choice. Mercy is not a weapon. It is a weakness.
Thank you for talking with me. I never imagined actually meeting a Prothean.
This has been amusing.
Oh?
To discover the most primitive races of my time now rule the galaxy. The Asari, the humans, the Turians.
There's also the Solarians.
The lizard people evolved.
I believe they're amphibian.
They used to eat flies. Commander, you may count on me. I am known as Javik, though I still need time to recover. The shock has not worn off yet.
I understand. This must be a hell of an experience for you. We're just glad to have you aboard, Javik.
Such a cool character. We haven't got long before I'm going to finish. Let's go and see if Diane wants to speak about this.
Have you seen our newest crew member?
You mean the biggest story in 50,000 years that I can in no way talk about?
So yeah, I've seen him. Just wondering.
You know, in the old days, they didn't have automatic cameras. Reporters had to cake on the makeup. Do we need to talk, Commander?
Not right now, Alice.
Let me know when we do.
Okay, if you don't want to talk yet, that's fine. I've got the hamster as well, I forgot to say. I got the hamster earlier. I'll go and show you. Captain's cabin. Before we finish, we'll go to the captain's cabin. In the next one, I'll go and speak to everybody, see if they want to say anything about Javik, and then we'll head off to the next mission. There he is. Or she. Private terminal. I don't think there's nothing in that. We've got no fish. Armour. I'll use a hoodie. That'll do for now. Got a little bit of time actually. Let's go and speak to crew deck. Let's go and speak to Liara, see what she has to say. I'm sure she has something to say after that. If she doesn't say anything, then at least we know in the next video we haven't really got to explore the ship. We can just carry on.
Dr. Tassoni found useful information in the data you recovered, Command.
Reaper remains of a Reaper destroyer. To avoid risk of indoctrination, remote drones have been sent to study the salvage remains of a Reaper destroyer. The drones can dig under the outer hull, scanning circuit technology that will increase the speed at which tech, biotic and combat abilities can be fired. Alternately, the Council has offered a Citadel-wide merchant discount for choosing the safer option, demolishing the remains. Power cooldown or store discount? Yeah, store discount will do.
A Prothean. A living, breathing Prothean right below me.
He's not what I expected.
Me neither. He was a little cold when I tried to talk. I understand the shock of waking up again. His species gone. But a Prothean, Shepard. There's so much he could tell us. It's good to see you. It's good to see you.
She's not going to say anything else. Alright then. We do have an entry. The things this Prothean must have seen, if they had the technology to preserve someone for over 50,000 years, no wonder they were capable of building things like the device on Mars. I must give him time to get his bearings, but goddess, when will we get another chance to learn so much about their civilization? You won't. This is your chance. Don't give up, Liara. Maybe he'll speak to you.
Just reviewing some reports.
That's it.
Just reviewing some reports.
You don't want to say anything else to me? Alright then. Right, you know what guys? I'm going to finish this one here. In the next one we're going to go and do the next mission. I don't think we've got many missions left, have we? I've got to get that. Priority Palavan, we've got to do that. And Cerberus Lab. So I am actually, let's do that. You'll learn to discover the new Cerberus laboratory located in Sanctum. Investigate the lab and deal with any potential threat. We can do that next. Yeah, we'll do that lab. And hopefully... we can't use Javik yet. We can't use him until after the actual next main mission, Palavan. It's sad really, because I'd love to have taken him to Palavan and see what the Turians would have said, but I'd love to see what he would have said as well to all like the battles, but it is what it is. Anyway guys, thank you all for watching, and until next time, take care.